Metro! What up, brother? How you doing? Let me do my sound check real quick. Make sure we actually do sound appropriate. Because, you know, my stuff's been a little screwed up recently. I will say that is one big thing that I do like about YouTube over TikTok is I can actually do a sound check. Which is massive, because you couldn't do that on TikTok. Let's see how we sound. A little screwed up recently. I will say that is. I think we sound pretty dang good. I think we sound pretty dang good, wouldn't you? Let's yeah, for now. For now. Don't put that bad juju out there on me, Metro. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's gonna be a good stream. It's gonna be a very good stream. I can feel it in my jellies. I can feel it in my jellies already. Let's see. It's been so long since I played this game. So long. Let's start out at TPC Scottsdale. I feel like that's a very good one to potentially hit a hole in run. A hole in one. Holy smokes, I can't even speak. I feel like that's a good one to try and get a hole in one at. Should be fun. You can feel it in your glutes. Well, hey, at least you're feeling it. You got to feel it somewhere, right? I feel it in my jellies. You feel it in your glutes. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Chase will feel it in his cheeks. The cheeks on his face. Ooh. Yes, we did. We blasted that bad boy.
Second shot here on the first.
Oh, dog, I thought that was going in. Metro, I'm sorry, but I gotta go Seahawks, man. I do.
This one seems to be tilting left to right.
Alright, so just a little bit more. That should be in.
To be online.
Oh!
Oh man. All right, tap this one on in. We'll head to the next. And you're at even par.
I wanted to start out one under.
And we're on the par 4 second hole. Let's have a good one.
How much? Man, shit, it don't matter. It don't matter how much. In the end, it's like who won the freaking game, you know? But, I'll be honest, man. Like, the way the Seahawks have played and the way that the Patriots have played, I don't think it's going to be that close. I don't think you guys are going to get run out of the building. But I think by the fourth quarter, we're going to be like, yeah, this is over. I'll be shocked if it's not. Samuel Stewart, what up, brother? Did not hit that one well. Or did I? I hit it better than I thought I did, actually.
Right, this putt for the birdie. Looks like this putt will track a bit to the right.
Oh.
All right, let's tap this in and move to the next. Okay, let's see what the next hole has in store.
We're rusty. We're rusty.
Okay, even par at the moment. Let's see what happens here on the third hole.
That's a good shot.
Have that.
Samuel Stewart, who you got in the Super Bowl, brother?
And this one's about 210 from the pin.
I remember the whole seeing ghost things. Let's also keep in mind that was, what, 4 years ago? Oh, man.
Almost hold it. This one's around 15.
Dude, as a Patriot fan, I hope the Patriots win.
Left to right break.
But the way Seahawks been playing, man, I don't know. I don't know. Way off, way off. Let's try those. Get in there. Get in. Oh my goodness.
Here's what you're looking at for birdie. Okay, time to head over to the next hole. And after that one, you're going down to
Yeah, exactly. 6 to 7 years. Exactly, dude. Come on.
Okay, now we go to the fourth. We got a par 3.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Shot worked out just fine.
It's not bad. I can live with that.
14 feet to the cup. From
CD Lamb, what up, brother?
This one's going a bit to
How
the
you
right.
doing?
This putt's going.
Get in. Get in.
Oh, yeah, that'll work nicely. 2 birdies in a row for you. And currently sitting at 2 under par. Here we go, 5th hole.
I think the last time Sam Darnold truly saw ghosts was against the Rams in the playoffs last year. CD Lamb, I'm doing well, man. I'm doing real well, man. I can't complain. It's a beautiful beautiful Tuesday evening here in St. Louis, Missouri.
This looks like it'll be in the fairway.
We're over here on YouTube. YouTube is nice. I like YouTube. I like YouTube a lot so far. So far so good. I can't complain about the YouTube.
This one's about 100
It's
yards.
YouTube's been good to us so far. I just need this bad boy to drop
This one's
on a
around the
dime.
24.
Yes, sir! It did.
That's about 5 feet.
Bang.
That one, you brought your score down to 3 under.
Obviously, you don't want your quarterback seeing ghost. But, like I said,
Let's see what
I think the last time he saw ghost was last season against the Rams when he was on the Vikings in that playoff game. Because he clearly wasn't seeing ghost all this season. And he clearly wasn't seeing ghost on Sunday night. I mean, Darnold's looked good this season.
Ooh, there's a spicy little biscuit.
Bro, we got way too much freaking snow, man. We had so much snow I had to work from home yesterday.
And here's our second shot.
And like my street's still not plowed. Like properly plowed.
Ooh, this could be a
Oh, I
needs to stay in the fairway.
How about you? You get any snow? Metro, did you end up getting snow?
And from where you hit it,
You got 3 feet?
work. And here's
Bro,
the
I thought we had it bad with 9 inches.
left break on this one.
Where are you at? 3 feet? There you go, Metro. That's the way to be, bro. How much snow did you get? Let's go.
Nicely done on the punt there. That'll be.
Hip deep. Oh, nah, brother.
And you currently sit at 3 under.
Pennsylvania? My goodness. Yeah, I thought we had it bad with 9 inches. No way. Y'all still got school?
We have a par 3.
Work? Like, man, oh man. I can live with that.
Nice little approach shot. All right, here's a 5-foot putt.
Yes, sir.
That's your 4th birdie of the day. Good work out there. And after that, you're bringing things down to 4 under par. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 8th hole.
No, not school or work. It's boring being stuck at home. I bet it is. Got 2 snow days. My sister's only got 1. Damn. How you end up with 2 and they only got 1? Oh, yeah.
Good job.
I can live with that.
And this one is about 90 yards to the pin. This right here is beautiful.
There we go.
Put this in the hole, pull down a birdie, and sprint to the
Yes, sir.
Well done out there. That's your 5th birdie on the day. 5 under for the moment.
All it took was just a few strokes, and here we are, shaking the dust off. Guess it pays going to a private school. I mean, that's not how the funding somehow we broke. So you go to private and they go to public, is what you're saying?
That was well played.
Never say what again.
All right, let's have a good second shot here on the 9th. That green slopes away from us a little bit. Got to be careful we don't go too far.
You like the school you go to? Woo!
Bit jealous. That was some club work there. Well done. Gotta love tapping in for the birdie. Nice.
Yes,
Sitting at
sir.
6 par after that one. Okay, let's have a nice drive. We got a par.
I'm not sure why the delay is what it is. That is probably the only thing I don't actually like is the delay. I don't know what I just did.
Nicely struck.
There we go. Ah, bro, you know what I'm talking about, Metro. Come on, dog. It's golf. What else do you stroke in golf? Man, his mind's in the gutter.
Heading for the green. You're gonna like that, won't you?
It's better than the other state ones, other ones in the state. Well, that's good. That's good. As I've told you, Rhode Island's a bit of a strange state, but hey, as long as you enjoy it, that's good.
After that hole. And here we go. We're on hole number 11. We got a par 4.
Do you, Metro? Do you?
And this one's about 125 yards out. This one's looking good.
Oh, yes. Oh.
There's almost nothing left of this one. And you're 8 under par currently.
Who would you rather replace Sam Darnold in the Pro Bowl? I'll tell you it was major BS. Shadur Sanders? Replacing Drake May? Come on, dog. Come on, dog. That don't make any type of sense.
That is lovely. Nice shot. Another green in regulation. All right, this is for the bird. Okay, let's head to the next. Okay, 9 under is the current score.
Julian Love should not be in there. Caleb Williams didn't make it? That's kind of surprising.
Okay, 13th hole is before us. It's
I don't pay attention to the Pro Bowl at all, so I don't actually know who's in, who's not. But Metro, I'm not ignoring your comment. I'm trying to figure out a
drive's looking good.
trying to figure out an appropriate response for the internet.
All right, here's our second shot on the 13th.
It's a slippery slope, as I'm sure that you're aware. Go, 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 go! Let's go!
That was insane. How far out were you from that? Phenomenal shot from another area code. Great work on this one.
Holy smokes! Wow. Wow.
And after that one, 12 under par. Okay, let's do this. Hole number 14, ready to go.
And Caleb didn't get invited? That's strange. I thought Caleb had a pretty good season. I'm not even a Caleb Williams fan, truthfully. I don't really care. I'm just tired of the stupidity in our country that doesn't mean I support everything that they're doing.
Done. And this one's around 175 yards out.
Metro, I'm in complete agreement with you.
That should do nicely.
I don't agree with everything that takes place.
13 under.
I do think that we need certain things in place in order for our country to continue to operate the way that it does and has for 250 years.
Well, this one's starting out. Okay. Continuing to be good.
Let's go, boys.
And the putt goes down fantastically.
Now, with that said, I do think some people need to do a little bit of research.
Now the 15th. This one's a par 5.
Because you're right. People just wanting to get rid of certain agencies just completely and totally out of nowhere.
Goodness, that is a display of
I don't understand that type of logic.
And we've got about 150.
I mean, obviously, to each their own. Everybody is entitled to their own opinions. That's the beauty of America. However, at some point, you need to take your protests to the voting polls and stop going out in the streets clowning.
Oh, it's going right. Okay, here we go now.
100%, man. You got to stay safe. And, you know, it's something that my wife and I, we have talked about quite a bit, is, like, we have a child. I don't see a rational pathway for either of us to go out in the streets
16th is coming up.
doing what certain individuals have been doing the past couple weeks that would stop us from being able to see our child again. To me, that's lunacy. And Sam, what do you mean your voice won't be heard? Because, truthfully, your voice is heard more than you think. Go to the polls.
That is beautiful.
I can live with that.
This putt is for birdie. Okay, moving on to the next. Wow, 16 under after that hole. Okay, this one is a par 4. It's on the shorter end. You made the right choice, going for the green. Let's see what happens.
Oh! Oh!
Went down.
Wow.
Here's our second shot on the 17th.
Why do you feel that way, Samuel? I'm not saying that you're right or wrong. I'm just curious. Why do you feel like your voice won't be heard?
Oh, almost in there. So it's just 4-foot putt. That one drops on in for your second consecutive birdie.
No, it's not worth doing something like that. And, you know, Samuel, to further expand,
And now
again, not saying that you're wrong, but to further expand on why I do believe that your voice can and will be heard, I'm going to read you a private Facebook message that I received just the other week. Hi, government name. I'm not going to give you guys my government name. If you guys already know it, you know it. If not, shut the fuck up and move on. Did you know we're getting a new neighborhood plan? I think you'd be a great voice for this committee. I'm sharing this flyer with upcoming information sessions and a QR code to apply to serve. I hope you consider it. And so I said, absolutely, definitely something to consider. What would the overall goal be? overall goal is to produce a neighborhood plan for all the listed neighborhoods. My neighborhood is included. It will be a tool for the city to use as they work with neighborhood organizations, elected officials, developers, etc. about what our community wants to see more, less, and none of as we seek future developments. So, this message was from somebody who ran for alderman in my neighborhood. Unfortunately, she lost by 600 votes. However, she came up and knocked on my door while canvassing, and we had a very long but good and productive conversation about things that should take place in the neighborhood. And truthfully, if you really break down what's going on in our communities, the bigger stuff is your local government. 9 times out of 10, not every situation, I get it. But the bulk of stuff that truly matters to you and I takes place right outside our front door. So, don't say that your voice does not matter. Don't say that nobody's listening, because people are listening. You have to put yourself out there in order to be heard. You have to do the research on your local elections and make sure that you are picking somebody who's going to actually take care of you and your interest in your neighborhood and your community. Don't just go vote for president and say, I've done my share." President matters, don't get me wrong. But the stuff that directly impacts you on the day-to-day basis is going to be your local government. And so, with all that said, had I not opened my door and had a conversation with this lady, one, I would not have met a very good neighbor. Two, I would not even be considered, which I'm sure some of you have heard. I have had political aspirations in the past. I don't know if I still have political aspirations. However, I have considered dabbling in local politics. Now, with that said, she does not know that I've had these type of aspirations. I never brought that up to her. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I did kind of go on a bit of a rant when we met. However, that's neither here nor there. Sometimes you got to put yourself out there in order to be heard, and then people can suggest that you go to certain doors and try opening those doors so that your ideas can be heard. Because you, Samuel Stewart, you, Metro, you guys have a bigger voice and can have a bigger impact on your life, your community, those people around you. Way bigger than you ever thought. So, don't count yourselves out. Just, little food for thought. That's all. Food for thought. And Metro, to your point, it's going to get better. It always does. You got to have faith. Got to have faith in a higher power. That's for sure. Because clearly the humans can't get it right. There's going to need to be some sort of intervention. And it all work itself out as it should. But yeah, there's been some screwed up stuff taking place, and hopefully one day soon it gets resolved. I said the same thing to everyone that knocked on my door, and I said the same thing over and over again, but they were agreeing with me, but I just feel like I'm not being heard. So, Samuel Stewart, give me give me 30 seconds to a minute. I will be right back. I want to show you something. So, with that said, people who don't like hearing the truth, they're not really for you, brother. That's really all that boils down to. Now, The Keys by DJ Khaled. I read this probably close to 10 years ago. Let's see if I can... Man, oh man. I don't like the way I left this book. I think I did finish it. I'm almost positive I finished it. But there's a spot... I don't think I did finish this now that I'm looking at it. But there's a spot in this book. I'm going to stick a bookmark in here so I don't lose my spot. But there was something in this book that I think about this regularly, if I'm being completely honest with you. Alright, so this book does not have a table of contents. That's a little bit odd. And see, when I read books, I like to highlight stuff that really sticks out to me. Yeah, that's actually why, because I have not actually applied for this spot yet. However, I'm going to have some conversations with my wife about it. But I do think I am going to at least apply for it. But I do want to talk about the RAM stuff as well. Okay, here we go. They're going to try to close the door on you. Just open it. Samuel Stewart says, we were talking about Donald Trump before he got back in the White House. I really didn't want to vote last year, but I did anyway because I knew Trump was going to be the president again. So are you saying that you did or you didn't want Trump? And going back to what I had mentioned, what does that have to do with your local politics? I'm finna just vote for the party that won't win in presidency. So I would be careful solely voting party. I think you can end up doing yourself a disservice if you only vote party. So let's see how long this is, because I don't want to turn this into a reading session. Of course, this is the longest chapter of the book. Of course, this is the longest chapter of the book. Let me see if I can just find what I'm looking for. Actually, I think I will just read it. Oh, boy. I'm reading this to you because I love you. Here we go. They're going to try and close the door on you. Just open it. We all experience doors in our lives. And by doors, I mean obstacles. No matter how high you climb the mountain, there's always another one after it. And sometimes the next mountain is like Mount Everest. It's huge. But you've got to keep going and breaking through. I always say, they're going to try to close the door on you. Just open it. If you can't open it, break it down. Rip the door off and put the hinges in the hater's hands. That's actually the sentence I was looking for. Let me read this again to you. They're going to try and close the door on you. Just open it. If you can't open it, break it down, rip the door off, and put the hinges in the hater's hands. And really think about that, man. Really think about that. He goes on to say, sometimes I use a word that's stronger than haters, depending on the vibe, but this is a book, so I'm going to keep it professional. Now, when I say break and rip and all of that, I'm not promoting the use of violence. Please don't ever get confused. So he's not talking about violently taking the doors off the hinges. This is a metaphor. Metaphorically, take the door off the hinges. Put the hinges in the hater's hands. Nah, I won't vote for one. I'll vote for the best. Absolutely. Always vote for the best candidate. Just like the idea of making everything cheaper instead of giving money. Yeah. When I was talking to the people that were knocking on people's doors for us to vote, we were talking, it's no need for me to vote, and I always know he was going to be the president. Well, I think you should vote no matter what, because the first time people thought that he was going to lose. The first time people thought he was going to lose, and he didn't, because people went out and they voted for him. Now, secondly to that, just out of curiosity, like my own personal curiosity, why did you think that Kamala was a better candidate? Well, Samuel, I understand what you're saying, and I can appreciate that. Uh, if you don't care who the president is, you just went into it not wanting Donald again. The question becomes, about honestly, I've got a lot of questions. I understand what you're saying, but I've who did you want? AB, what's good, brother? What do you mean? What's my YouTube? You know what my YouTube is. And 120% right there with you, Metro. I'll be honest, I don't think there's any secret who I voted for. And if you're still not sure, we don't need to go too deep into it. But, yeah. There's no minis? Exactly. Like, it takes more than one single vote to put somebody in power. Um, I don't know, man. There's a lot to it, and I think some people truthfully need to take a history class, like a serious history class. Because some of the stuff that we're seeing right now is just like, man, oh man, I don't know if you took history or like just didn't pay attention or what. But Metro, you're right, man. It's concerning. It's concerning. But I think the bigger issue is people are not willing to stop and just have like a basic conversation. That's the part that irritates me. It's never just stop and have a basic conversation about anything. It's I'm right, you're wrong, and if you refuse to agree with me, I will stop talking to you permanently. And it's just like, to a certain extent, I can understand that, because I do think people should, like, sometimes in disagreements, I think you should walk away from the situation and come back at a later time to further discuss. But that's not what people are doing anymore. And how we got there, I really don't know. I really don't. That's the part that blows my mind. It's just like, how did we get to this part where it's if you don't agree, unfollow me, unfriend me, don't speak to me ever again. How did we get there? I don't really understand that type of logic. I need some shields. Exactly. Exactly, Metro. And I get it. It's hard to listen to something that you just flat out disagree with. But it's even more hard to not stop and listen to somebody that you disagree with so that you can understand their perspective and then find common ground and try and have a conversation. It's like why people don't want to help the kids get a better education and a better life. What do you mean by that, Samuel? Like, who doesn't want the kids to have a better education and better life? Come on, get out of that tree. Let's go. Oh, man. The reason people wanted Trump as president, people think he going to give out free money. Who thinks that? Cause that's news to me. People act like kids don't need education or better. So, well, I hear what you're saying, but who are these people? Because I watch a lot of stuff. I watch a lot of stuff. So this is news to me that people thought he was going to give out free money. I thought the opposite. If you're referring to the stimulus checks, I think those were actually a mistake. That we ultimately ended up paying for down the road. I still think that we are paying for it. So I'm glad he has not given more free money out. And as far as the education system, Exactly. Gas prices have gone down a lot. A lot. So I don't have any complaints as far as the gas price goes. I don't have any complaints as far as the 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 grocery prices. I mean, I've been pleased with the first year. I think we got exactly what we thought we would get. So yeah, I don't know why people would think, because I do know what you're talking about. I don't know why people would think that we would get more stimulus checks for absolutely no reason at all, whatsoever. Um, I understand why they were given the first time, but were they necessary? I don't know. Do they do more harm than good? For most people, probably more harm. I think they probably help people in a pinch, but was it truthfully like, "Aw, thank you, you really saved me"? I don't know. But you also have to just keep in mind that like everybody's situation is different. Food prices still, especially on the coast, man. I'll be honest, man. Food prices here in the Midwest have gone down. Just about everything in the Midwest has gone down. So I think you're gonna be hard pressed to find any Midwestern individual saying that they're not happy with the price of stuff. A lot of stuff out in the East Coast, West Coast, yeah, that shit still needs to go down. Um, but I think you need to look a little bit closer to home and be like, hey, you know, maybe it's the people that Pennsylvania or Philadelphia have in charge. Maybe that's where I need to look. J Man Fort, what up, brother? Yeah, and I think you will continue to see. I think you will continue to see a lot of things continue to go down. Truthfully, let's go. So I don't think that's just a Philadelphia thing, man. I think it's a nationwide. I know it's a nationwide thing more so than just a Philadelphia issue, because nationwide education has drastically decreased. And yeah, it's not good. It's not good at all. I mean, hell, you see it right here on stream with the people that I talk to. We got some absolute knucklehead children. It's just like, what are you doing in school? Or are you even going to school type situation, you know? Oh shit, they got that cheat code out. Yes, sir. Them Hoosiers took care of business, dog. Did they have a parade? Did you get a Mendoza jersey? That's what I really want to know. Hoosiers! Yeah, and see that's the thing, man. It's kids nationwide like this. That's all these kids know. And I don't it's the cell phone, bro. It's the cell phone. We're putting these machines into the youth's hands far too soon. They don't know anything other than, like you said, 6-7 and TikTok. That's all they know. So, um, Metro, I don't want to go too deep into this because I don't think it's truly necessary. Um, However, I did vote for Sleepy Joe in 2020 because the woke mob had convinced me that like I've always been more on the conservative side, always. But the woke mob had convinced me that uh, if I don't vote for Joe Biden, I'm not black. So those are his words, in fact. So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm black. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna vote for Joe. Yeah. And so yeah, he had my vote. Now, what I will tell you, and this is actually very interesting. I was just messing around with the electronic voting machine when I I voted for Joe, and I just wanted to see like what would happen if I wanted to change my vote. So I tried clicking on Trump and Pence, and the machine did not let me. It was stuck on Joe. So when he talks about potential fraud and it was corrupt and this, that, and the third, it does make me stop and wonder. Now, I'm not saying that he's right, but it does make me stop and wonder because of my own lived experience. Yes, the Royal Rumble is on Saturday. I'm not watching it. They WWE's kind of pissed me off, truthfully. Dadgum. And yeah, I mean, it did make sense at the time. I also felt like he needed a bit of a break in 2020. And I feel like that 2020 year, he kind of just lost control with everything that went on. The whole Summer of Love situation, I think that's when he really lost control. It does start 2 p.m. on Saturday. Yes, sir. Who do you think's going to win the Rumble? No, I don't think he's innocent. No, absolutely not. Your birthday's on Friday. What are you doing for your birthday, bro? Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that took place. This is like, he might be on to something. I don't know. There's just some fishy stuff. But I think that's enough politics talk for the night before somebody gets mad and determines that I'm a supremacist of some nature. What steakhouse you going to, bro? You going to St. Elmo? Harry and Izzy? I've actually never gone to the actual St. Elmo. But I do like that Harry and Izzy. That's pretty nice. Yeah, man, it's tough being it's tough being conservative, but I mean, just imagine being a conservative with my skin color. Like, it's weird. It's weird because like people stand there and act like they're on your side, and then they find out that you have a different opinion, and they're like, "Oh, but you're black." It's like, okay, racist. Like, I thought you were supposed to be super tolerant, this, that, and the third, but now you're trying to remind me of my skin tone. That's a little bit strange, don't you think? I should have just shot him instead of doing the freaking challenge. Dag nabbit. I could have finished his ass too. St. Elmo. I've heard good things about it, man. You'll enjoy it. Yeah, Metro, it's weird, man. It's weird. It's really weird. Like, certain family members, they'll just be like, "Have you looked in the mirror? Do you know what skin tone you are?" It's like, well, I don't really understand how we got there. I really don't. Exactly. Exactly. I'm right along with you, brother. And like, I don't know if I've told you this, but I think like the first time I really like saw racism firsthand was actually in your state. Um, I was up there trying to buy a house, and my ex at the time was like, "Oh, we can't live there. That's where the Mexicans live." And I'm like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" And she's like, "Yeah, the Mexicans live there." I'm like, "I don't give a shit who lives there. Like, if it's in our price range, hey, that's where we should go." He's like, "No, it's not safe." And so like, I'm talking to the realtor, and he's like, "Yeah, the Mexicans will cut you." And it's like, and this is a black dude. I'm like, I'm not one to just start calling people racist and stuff, but like the stuff that's being said throughout this conversation, multiple conversations, in fact, is like, This ain't right. This ain't right at all. Now, like, you say that these people can come here and all this, and you want them here, but then you're gonna try and just put them into one area. I don't even remember what area it was, but you're gonna try and put them into one single area. That's crazy to me. I mean, that's separate but equal. That's segregation all over again. How does this happen? But like somehow I'm wrong. I'm the bad guy for standing up and questioning this stuff. Like it was stuff like that, and then like when I got back, I was just like, you know, it's stuff like that that confirms why I believe the stuff that I believe. Not that my way is better, not that like I have crazy ideas or anything, but it's like, you know, like the stuff that I witnessed during that trip. That was my last time up there. It was freaking bizarre. I think it was somewhere in Providence. But like, is that what they really believe? Like they and if so, like stuff like that, man, that's the stuff that makes me sad. Like, why go through the trouble? Why go through the trouble of welcoming those people to America, saying that they can come to Rhode Island, and then forcing them to live in one single area? And then telling other people, no, you can't live there because that's where they live. That doesn't sound very welcoming. That does not sound inclusive. And then, like, to tell me to go spend more money than I want. I'm sorry, if you ask me, the homes in Rhode Island are all cracker boxes. So I was not trying to go out and spend a ton of money anyway. Because if you ask me, you can get bigger, nicer homes way cheaper here in St. Louis. Way cheaper, by far. Much cheaper here in St. Louis. So when you send me up there to look at a bunch of frame houses, I just can't do it. And see, that's the thing. Like, people want to tell me that I'm the one who has a problem with certain people, but like, I'm totally down and willing to live next to Hispanics. Like, as long as you're a good neighbor, I really don't care who you are or what you look like. I don't care. So to be told that, like, no, only these people live there, it's like, wait, what the hell are we doing? Like, this is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, like in a second, I'll show you a house that I wish I was currently I could afford it, but I wish I was currently in position to put an offer in on this house here in St. Louis because it is nice. It's in an area that I like. Like this is a pretty sweet looking house. But just not in position to do it yet. Give me about a year and we'll be set. We'll be ready to roll. What makes them dangerous? Because here's the other thing that I think a lot of people forget. I'm from St. Louis. Woo! J-Man for Curtis Ware, what's good, brother? Come on. Get up out of that tree. Get from behind that tree. Don't be soft. Oh, you jive turkey. I'll be on until 9 Central. A little bit before 9 Central. I'll hop off. So probably another 20-ish, maybe 30 minutes max. Exactly. That's the thing. Like, I'm from St. Louis, so I know how to conduct myself in sketchy areas. And like I don't know. I think it anywhere is dangerous. Anywhere can be dangerous. So when people start trying to tell me, "Oh, this neighborhood is dangerous," it's just like, shut the fuck up. Like, don't give me that crap. I can decide how dangerous is too dangerous for me and my family. Because I'm willing to guarantee you, it's the stuff that goes on in Rhode Island is not even close to the St. Louis stuff. Like, you guys are freaking peaceful people. These people here in St. Louis, not so much. You got to keep your head on a swivel. You don't even hear Rhode Island in the news. You hear about St. Louis in the news regularly. Exactly. So like when they tried to tell me about how dangerous it is, like, stop, just stop. And my ex had lived in St. Louis for a year and a half, 2 years. So it's just like, I really don't even know what you're talking about. Like, you've seen the stuff that goes on in St. Louis. So I don't know why you're trying to tell me about some Mexicans bringing knives to certain parts of town. Like, whoop-de-freaking-do. But like, the part that just pissed me off was this whole, well, we want these people here, yet we're gonna treat them like crap and just put them in one portion of the area. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. That doesn't sound okay to me. Why do they only have knives, bro? Like, what? Because now you're also confirming they got knives. Which, again, just goes back to my point. Ooh, a knife. Whoop-dee. We got guns in St. Louis. Come on, I just need one headshot with this sniper. They too broke. So at least they're legally getting them. Because in St. Louis, they're getting these things illegally. Fuck it, I'm making a run for it. I do not like this. Holy smokes. They got kids involved? Oh man, that's even worse, bro. That's tragic, man. I just want to knock out my challenge. I guess I'll do my dailies. Alright. Let's knock these out, and then we'll call it a night. We'll call it a night after this. I wouldn't call these little kids, but yeah, they do have young people involved, and it is sad, man. It is. It's bad. We gotta. We as a society, a collective society, have got to figure out something. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. 9 years old. Oh man, I'm not. I wouldn't put it past them. I haven't seen it, but yeah, I wouldn't put it past these fools, man. It's a bad situation we're in. But it just goes back to what I was saying earlier, man. You gotta have faith in higher power and believe that he's gonna sustain and pull us through, man. Gotta stay prayed up, that's for certain. Move on to something else is in what? As in find a better hobby than terrorizing people? 100%. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? I don't think so. But I can go do this. Something like, oh, get off that topic. I like it. I like it a lot. Uh, favorite player of all time. That's tough. Favorite player of all time. I mean, Cam's definitely up there for me, without question. Cam is definitely up there. I'm not sure I have. Well, Myles Garrett probably my favorite right now. But even still, I mean, right now is tough. There's a lot of guys that I like right now. Baker, he's up there. I do like Christian Gonzalez. I do like Tyler Warren. So I understand that people are upset with Cam doing a whole lot of yapping, but look at what he does now. He's a podcaster. He goes on ESPN. He's paid to talk now. But as far as like his ability to go out and play football, he was very, very entertaining. And I know a lot of people want to stand there and say he wasn't even good, but I think you'd be a fool to say that Cam was not a good NFL quarterback. And I know a lot of people who say he's not a good NFL quarterback. Woo! Yeah, what he did for the Patriots that season, I thought was pretty impressive, given that like that was a crap team. Like that was a crap team that was put together, and he still went out there each and every week and balled for you guys. That was I was watching highlights of that today, and it was like, man, this is better than I remember. I don't think I can, but for some reason, I want to say you guys had. Hmm. Did you guys have Jacoby Myers that year? And for some reason, I want to say Edelman was still there. It might have been his last season. But yeah, I mean, like that was literally a team just thrown together. And didn't Cam also get there late? Like late in the off season? Or like maybe even what, the first week of the regular season during that COVID year? Yes, Damiere Byrd, thank you. And Byrd wasn't bad. Byrd was not bad, honestly. Who's he play for now? I don't know, but man, he was going out there and he was getting them. Yeah, Stidham was supposed to be the quarterback. And yeah, he wasn't very good with the Patriots. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him either. This is very true. He was good last weekend. He surprised me. I think he surprised a lot of people, truthfully. Elder Gage! What up, brother? How you been, dog? Elder, who you got in the Super Bowl, bro? Drake May. Okay, okay. I like Drake May. But, the way Seattle's been playing this postseason, bro, give me Seattle. Let's go. Don't push me. Don't push me. Just don't do it. Why would you push me, bro? You better be at this game. The Pats come to town. Watch some Drake. What game are you going to? Yeah, I want to see the Patriots win. Believe me, I still got my Patriots helmet sitting right up top here. I want to see him win, but Seattle's been playing crazy. So the wife and I were actually discussing going to a Patriots game. Not this upcoming season, but the following season. If we do, or when we do, I'll let you know. We were supposed to go a couple seasons ago, and then something came up. I think it was like work related or something. That's why we ended up not going. I want a sniper. I just want a sniper so I can get my headshot. Oh, he's a real shooter. Oh, he was one shot. He was totally one shot. No, if I go to a Patriots game and it's and if it's in, well, if my Colts are playing, I might wear Colts gear. But I feel like it would be more fun to actually go to New England and root for the Patriots with the rest of the Patriots fans. There's something super, to me, there's something super fun about going to a different team stadium and like experiencing game day as a fan of that team. So no, I would not go up to New England wearing Colts gear. I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. And like having been a Patriots fan the majority of my life, I look forward to that. Like going into Foxborough, full blown Patriots gear. It's game day. Going to Patriots Place. Oh my god! You can't tell, man. I'm excited just thinking about it. Yeah, so I did tell her we would have to go in September for sure. October's pushing it for me. But, yeah, November, December, those are out. 100%. 100% out. It's just not worth it. It's cold. That is a different type of cold. But, yeah, with that said, it's time for me to hit the sheets. I gotta try and get up and hit the gym in the morning. Appreciate you guys hanging out. You guys are freaking awesome. Metro, the #1 chatter tonight. Thank you, good sir. #1 chatter. #2, Jay Van Fort. #3, CD Lamb. #4, Elder Gage. Is that a female in your picture with you, Elder Gage? Did you get a lady friend? #5, Curtis Ware. #6, Samuel Stewart. #7, AB. Appreciate you guys, man. I'll be back. I don't know if I'll be back Thursday. Yeah, man, we got to get on that grind. Got to get on that grind. Get back to the stream grind. Get back to the gym grind. I don't know if I'll be back Thursday, but I should be back Friday as well as Saturday. I will let you guys know. We got some stuff going on Thursday, so I'll let you guys know. Oh, that's your homegirl, Lexi. Okay. Is she just a friend? Just a friend? Just a homegirl? Whose name is Lexi? Is that all? But, yeah, we'll be back at it for sure Friday, for sure Saturday. I'll let you guys know what times. I'm looking forward to it. Let me know in the Discord what games you want me to play. I've been kind of feeling this Fortnite again recently, so not opposed to playing Fortnite with the community. Not opposed to diving into a story-based game. Not opposed to working on our dynasty mode on college football. Might even do a Madden franchise rebuild. I don't really know. But let me know what you guys want me to do. Just a friend is all. I'm talking to somebody as we speak. Elder Gage, I'm happy for you, man. You're going to have to tell me all about it when we come back on Friday. You have a great night, my brother. I'll talk to you Friday. Until then, Peace out.